Hello, it's 9:30 on February 22nd, and welcome to the weather update. Obviously, yeah, it's gloomy weather again today. Increasing high clouds. We got a few showers out there too. Intermittent showers actually started in around 4:30, 5 o'clock in our area. You can see plenty of rain, some heavier rain that's moved over New Jersey, and we got plenty of rain off to the west with this low pressure system here that's coming in. So we're gonna have a rainy night into tomorrow. It looks like a lot more rain than I expected on this radar, but every most almost every system we've had has turned out wetter than what is forecast. So with more water in the air due to warmer oceans, that really doesn't come as a surprise. Could even be some sleet mixed in here into some of these heavier cells, perhaps. Looking at our satellite, you can see again all those clouds over us right now, and they've been with us for much of the day today, and will be with us for much of tomorrow. We'll go look at the CONUS satellite view here, and you see here, here's your everywhere, all across the rest of the country. It's actually relatively quiet, except for the east with this storm right now they're dealing with here. But other than that, pretty quiet across the country. Not a whole lot going on, actually. So let's look at our current conditions outside right now, and you'll see temperatures generally are around 40 degrees. Got 39 at Islip. Yeah, around 40 degrees pretty much everywhere with southerly winds. So let's go to our highs for the day. And highs still kind of cool on Long Island, upper 30s, low 40s, but much, much warmer as you head to parts of Jersey, upper 40s, close to 50. Guessing maybe they had a little more sun there, perhaps. But we had the marine clouds. They're pretty much in our area today. Let's look at lows. 21 at West Hampton, 30 at Islip, mid 30s in the city, and 19 in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River. So not as impressive radiational cooling as other nights because of those clouds that we had to deal with. So let's go look at our climate statistics for the day and talk about all this rain that we're going to be getting tonight. Hopefully it'll wash away some of the snow at least. That stubborn wet snow that just doesn't want to go away. So high of 40 was 2 degrees below normal. However, the low of 31 was 4 degrees above normal. So we were 2 degrees above normal for today. Central Park, high of 45, a low of 35. They were 3 degrees above normal for the day. So let's go to the models now and take a look at our storm system here. And you'll see here on the GFS, we got the slow-moving cold front with a wave of low pressure along it. So the rain's going to be with us for at least another probably 12 to perhaps as much as 18, 20 hours here where this thing finally moves out, and we have colder weather for the weekend. So in this weather update, I'm just going to go over the weather from now through tomorrow night. So let's go to the HRRR to start and take a look at this system. So you can see some areas of rain moving through. Got some rain overnight, a little bit of a break, and then another batch of rain for now. This is the wave that's going to form along it, and the question is, how far west does that rain get? The further east you are in Suffolk County, you may have rain lingering into the late afternoon, but the HRRR says it will not linger for us. And then you can see that cold front off to the west. Once that cold front passes through tomorrow night. So this is our system right here. As far as the amount of precipitation here, HRRR, not showing all that much rainfall here, which I think the HRRR is underdoing it personally. We've seen a lot more rain than what the HRRR has been showing lately. So let's go to another model because I don't think this model is going to be working out. So let's go to the NAM3. We already have the 0Z in. Let's look at the NAM3. All right. Which has been looking a little more accurate. You can see that rain again. So a little bit of a break. And then you can see, again, the same idea that it kind of just sits over Suffolk, but I think that we should dry out in Nassau County. At least that's the thinking right now. Let's see how much rain this has. Total accumulated precip gives a little more, like a quarter of an inch to a half an inch of rain today. Ooh, something stinks terribly. I'm trying to. It's hot in my apartment, and it smells like there's a diesel truck outside my door. Oh, that's not good to breathe in. All right, well, you gotta love this place, I tell you. Fresh air, not here. There wasn't a whole lot of wind out there either. So let's kind of a look at the models here at this point. The GFS has had a different idea. with the rain. All right, we have the 0. Let's see, the 0 is the FV3 here. The GFS kind of has it lingering. Yeah, has it lingering around a little more. You can see GFS is being a little bit wetter. This is the FV3. You see it has it lingering around, particularly Suffolk County, until the afternoon. So maybe even into part of the evening. So it all depends on where this wave of low pressure. It's a very slow-moving cold front, obviously, like so many cold fronts we've had before. So it's not a surprise. So staying with the FV3, because I actually think this is going to this actually looks the most realistic here, believe it or not, of all the models I've seen, which is, again, the high-resolution GFS. Let's go to our dew points and wind flow. We have 34 hours, which is enough to get us through tomorrow night. So southerly winds, you see the southerly winds. That'll bring in more moisture, again, for the rain. Southwesterly winds, and then they shift to the north tomorrow night. But the colder air waits until the weekend. See that there, all right. And again, we'll talk about that more tomorrow night. We will have a cool down on the weekend. One last cool down before we deal with ridiculous warmth to end this month. Temperatures, obviously, probably won't be getting all that warm. 40s probably, maybe a 50-degree reading in Jersey, but other than that, it won't really be getting all that warm. And that cold air doesn't really come in until during later on to Saturday. So I'm thinking that we will obviously have temperatures that are above normal again for tomorrow. So lastly, we'll go ahead and look at the skies. And obviously, we're going to be in the clouds. So to show you, we're going to be in the clouds through tomorrow. So no surprises there. Back to the NAM again. We're just going to go ahead and look at FGen for a little bit here. Let's do the 850 here. See if there aren't any really impressive areas. So it's just going to be mainly light rain, but it could be moderate. And again, looking at the radar here, you can see some heavier. Yeah, look at that. That's a heavy cell right there on the radar coming off the Jersey Shore. I wonder if there's any lightning with these. Let's just go ahead and take a look and see. I don't think there is, but let's just load this and see. There isn't any. They could just be sleet, but some heavy rain. So we could be a little more toward the higher end of things. So it will have to be watched. Obviously, when we go ahead and we look at the Weather Service forecast, they think it's going to linger around. So if I go in here to the forecast here, and the one thing you'll notice here, observations have been down all day on the Weather Service website. So if you're looking to get observations from them, you have to go through that Weather and Hazards data viewer. So it says for tomorrow, rain likely between 7. They have it lingering till 3 p.m. here in Nassau. So we're going to have to watch, and it might linger around a little bit. I'm hoping not. We don't want it to linger. That's the last thing we want. But as so many times this year, when you don't have really powerful steering winds aloft, things move rather slowly. So I think that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. It's the brief one tonight. We'll talk about the weekend tomorrow night. Have a good night. Try to stay dry.